Now I've understood that there has to be a tax. I will have to pay a tax. This is the rate of tax. This will be how I determine when the tax has to be paid and in which state the tax has to be paid. Every person has to issue a tax invoice. If I look at the VAT regime today, I issue a tax invoice. In case of excise, I issue an excise invoice. Similarly, under GST, I will have to issue a tax invoice. Now, every tax invoice has to contain certain particulars. These particulars are prescribed under GST. Let us see what all particulars are prescribed. So, like I said, the transactions under GST may either be a supply of goods or it may be a supply of services. So, different requirements are prescribed qua supply of goods and qua supply of services. So, when should the tax invoice be issued? First, before at the time of removal or delivery of goods to the recipient or making available to the recipient. So, basically, before goods are made available to any recipient, I will have to issue a tax invoice. What should be contained in that tax invoice? The description of the goods, the quantity of the goods, the value of goods, the tax which is charged thereon, and such other prescribed particulars. In case of a supply of services, before or after the provision of services, but within 30 days from the prescription of such services. Again, what should be contained for in a tax invoice? Description, value, tax, such other particulars. Now, every invoice which I issue, it is mandatory that I include the tax amount which is to be charged, the rate of tax also. So, a person who is registered, it is his duty to do all this under the GST regime. Now, apart from that, there are certain other particulars which need to be indicated in the tax invoice, and these are some of those particulars. Supplier's name, address, and my GST registration. Every invoice should have a serial number, and it should be consecutive serial numbers as the invoices progress, date of its issue, name, address, and GST IN of the registered recipient, if the recipient is registered. If I'm selling to a consumer, I may not have this, but if it's a B2B transaction, this requires to be done. The HSN code of goods or the accounting code of services. Now, this is a very important requirement. The HSN is what is known as the harmonized system of nomenclature. So, world over, this is the classification adopted for goods. It is what we adopt in our customs tariff, and it is also the classification which we adopt in our excise tariff. In certain VAT codes, they adopt a HSN classification. Now, my rate of tax has been prescribed for different HSN codes. So, if I need to know what is the rate of tax applicable for a particular description of goods, I will need to do two things. One, first, look at the schedule of rate of taxes under GST. Number two, identify the corresponding HSN code to which my goods belong. And then I will know what the corresponding rate of tax is. So it's important that the HSN code also be indicated in the invoice for goods, because my recipient can also cross-verify as to whether the correct rate of tax has been charged corresponding to that HSN rate. There is an accounting code for services, and it needs to be mentioned in the case of provision of services.